We saw these teams kick off their series on Tuesday. The home team took care of business in both of those games, and they'll also enter this matchup as a favorite. We must assume the road teams will leave it all on the line to avoid falling behind 2-0 in the series.
In NBA history, teams with a 2-0 lead have gone on to win 92% of the series. With that said, let's dive into the slate. Core plays Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, PG, SG. OKC, $9,500 DraftKings, $10,400 FanDuel. SGA was one of the league leaders with 53 DraftKings points per game during the regular season.
He's shown that form recently, scoring at least 46 DraftKings points in 4 straight fixtures after dropping 60 DK points in Game 1. We expect more 60-point gems in this matchup because Dallas surrendered the 9th most fantasy points to opposing guards during the regular season. Evan Mobley, PFC. Clee, $7,700 DraftKings, $8,000 FanDuel. Mobley has scored at least 41 DraftKings points in 3 of his last 4 outings, stepping up in the absence of Jared Allen.
We saw Mobley maintain a 37-point average when Allen was out earlier in the year, and it's no surprise since he's seeing a bump in minutes, shot attempts, and rebounds. It's also nice that Mobley doesn't have to deal with Kristaps Porzingis. Cash game considerations: Luka Doncic, PG, DAL, $11,600 DraftKings, $11,800 FanDuel. Doncic led the NBA with 66 DraftKings points per game during the regular season while establishing a 50-point floor.
He had a 70-point average over the closing months of the year and could be asked to do more here, with Dallas staring at a 0-2 deficit. We saw Doncic drop 93 DK points in a matchup with OKC earlier in the year, and we could get an effort like that soon. Daniel Gafford, C. Dahl, $4,900 DraftKings, $5,600 FanDuel. Gafford had 42 DK points in Game 1, playing 27 minutes in the absence of Maxi Kleber.
Those guaranteed 25 to 30 minutes are what makes him really enticing because Gafford flirted with a 40-point average when he played 25 to 30 minutes in the regular season. That should be guaranteed with Kleber out, especially since Gafford has 42 DK points in back-to-back games against the Thunder.
GPP targets Drew Holiday, PG, SG. Boss, $5,800 DraftKings, $5,900 FanDuel. Holiday has taken a backseat with this stacked Celtics team, but he's always asked to do more when a starter is out. That's what we're seeing with Porzingis sidelined, scoring at least 27 DK points in all 3 games since he went down.
He averaged over 30 fantasy points per game when a starter was out earlier in the year, and we've seen this guy approach a 40-point average in the past. This defensive stud should be guaranteed 35 to 40 minutes on every slate, and he will eventually have some upside games at this diminished price with that workload. Max Struss, SG, SF, CLE, $5,300 DraftKings, $4,600 FanDuel. Struss is averaging 36 minutes a night across his last 4 fixtures.
He's also attempting double-digit shots a game and can drop 30 to 40 fantasy points with this opportunity. If you look at the 49 games Struss played over 30 minutes, he averaged 31 DK points per game.
We don't expect that, but all you need is 25 to 30 DK points for Struss to be a sensational value. Value plays Derek White, PG, SG, Boss, $6,700 DraftKings, $7,000 FanDuel. White has scored at least 37 DraftKings points in 3 straight games, generating a 44-point average in that span.
That's one of the league's highest totals, but it's no surprise since he's being asked to do more with KP out. We also like Al Horford starting for Porzingis because he averaged nearly 30 DK points per game as a starter during the regular season. Luguentz Dort, SF. OKC, $4,800 DraftKings, $4,700 FanDuel. Dort might not have many massive games, but this defensive beast should be set up to guard Luka Doncic for 40 minutes.
He drove the MVP candidate crazy in Game 1 and just needs to knock down a few threes to provide value. We've seen Dort average 24 DK points per game since April 1st, which is all you can ask for from such an affordable player.
He did that in 30 minutes a night, but we anticipate that he will play 40 games in this series. Advantageous pricing. Max Struss, SG, SF. Clee, $5,300 DraftKings, $4,600 FanDuel. Daniel Gafford, C. Doll. $4,900 DraftKings, $5,600 FanDuel. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, PG, SG, OKC. $9,500 DraftKings, $10,400 FanDuel. Chet Holmgren, C. OKC. $7,100 DraftKings, $8,100 FanDuel.